Another event has passed, and this time we are playing Scelidosaurus, where our main goal was to create a huge trench of burrows just around the waterhole in Savannah. That is the goal for this video, and see how much fun and chaos we can get ourselves into. As we started, our pack grew in vast amounts. Since it's just a free dinosaur, anyone and everyone can join in. We started the progress slow, and whenever we encounter something like this where we couldn't dig or burrow through, we just move downwards, because as you burrow, you cannot burrow near trees nor rocks, so you gotta go under. Just kinda annoying sometimes. And let me tell you that my participants for this event are very dedicated to our cause on making this trench. The progress was looking pretty good. And I felt sorry for this baby Scelido because I thought it was a cannibal. Anyways, we saw a Ceratosaurus hunting a poor juvenile Torval. And since my packmates were now attacking them both, I urged them not to mix pack. Back to burrowing then. And we were kinda meticulous on how this burrow would shape and look like. I still urge some of them that to not burrow too close to the edge of the waterhole, because it would look weird and unnatural, even though what we are doing is unnatural. I saw this aloe and tried to instigate a fight for it. Sadly, I got stuck on a rock, so my packmates has ended it. But not long after this, we saw a Yanguinosaurus nearby. It looks so satisfying to see the small guys stand up for themselves. But now I cannot see as much. But you get the idea. We were swarming this poor solo Yang. And eventually, not even one of us fell down from this battle. The Yanguinosaurus, however, fell. But what we didn't know is that this will cause even more trouble for us at the night to come.
Is what we do. Life's a tunnel, we'll dig it through.
More Yanguinosaurus started to appear nearby Savannah. Of course, we had to deal with them, since they were a threat to our very huge megapack. Sometimes getting a fracture head is really annoying. It really blurs out my vision and I couldn't see clearly. After nearly getting trapped by those foliage, I just decided to just stare at the battle. But maybe when the Yanguinosaurus realized that he got a fractured body, he decided to cross the water, where we couldn't really chase him because the threat of him, and of course the Machimosauruses, if there are any in the water. We tried our best to chase it, because I even told them that it got a body fracture, so it couldn't run. We thought we had the upper hand, so some of my packmates decided to go rush in while it was still in the water. When one of my packmates decided to rush in, this Torvosaurus decided to protect the poor Yang. And we lost a comrade this day. Luckily for the Yang, the Turbosaurus was friendly and was anti-Scelidosaurus. So this dude got away free. As it met up with its packmate, we've seen that we have overstayed our welcome. So we gotta head back to base and retreat. We were back to our main goal for this video on creating a 360-degree trench that will surround Waterhole. And because of this event, we have garnered attention where we are now living in harmony with Ceratosaurus and a couple of Camptos. But we didn't shy away to our main goal of digging the trench deeper, wider, so all of us had our part to play. As we were just digging around, even some carnivores and enemies started to fall down. And of course, we took care of them easily. The small compact space of the trench and its very tricky terrain made us shine among these intruders to our base. But because of the Yang accidents from earlier, we have now started a war against them. They invaded our base even with the trenches because of course we have to leave some bridges for our own. It was like a siege of Greek armies to our castle. This Yanguinosaurus didn't give up and even some dinosaurs around us started to mix pack, and especially this Diplo trying to attack this Yang pack. I skipped a lot of the boring scenes because I was also healing as well, but we lost a lot of members during this fight, much more than what the Yangs lost. Even though they were just in a pack of adults with like 3 or 4 members, they still shine and got this war won to their side. Sadly, I was lagging pretty badly that I didn't even know I was like dying. But luckily, Scelidosaurus grows pretty quickly and we can always grow back. I hurriedly went back to the trench to see how the progress was doing and of course the spoils of war. You see, when predators and carnivores get trapped under here, they are most certainly to die. But look at the progress we're making. At this point in the video and in the event, we have technically completed our goal on building a deep enough trench all around Waterhole. As we decided to punch and tail whack this Ceratosaurus to death. When you hear the Yanguinosaurus roars, we are now being attacked. Again, second time in the night. But sadly, I lagged out here, causing my ping to rise up and my frame rates to drop. And no, I didn't pause it, this is exactly how it went. So sometimes during gameplay, it usually ends up like this, where I'll just rage. Technically rage because it was just so laggy. I died here, by the way. It kinda sucks because my packmates told me as I was respawning is that they took down some of the Yang members and we defended the base pretty good. Sadly, I didn't get to record it all because, you know, of the lag and I was regrowing. When I came back, I was greeted by much more bodies than usual. They did say they took down a Turbosaurus, and here we see the dead Yang. Even seeing another Yanguinosaurus being attracted to the event. And by event, I mean the dozens of bodies all across Waterhole. But this time I was being pretty careful and hopefully not lagging, because I told my packmates to charge to the Yang. We swarmed it again as the first Yang, it fell off and died. Wait a minute, was that a Machimosaurus corpse? It is! How did it get that far? With no effort whatsoever, we took down the subadult Yang easily. But I saw the Brachii marching towards us, thinking it could kill one of us, and it was searching for a fight. But then I lagged. And guess what happened? Yep, the Brachii has successfully killed me. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I got so pissed off because of the constant lagging on my laptop that I just decided to go on my female Scelidosaurus. But I was ambushed by this Dilophosaurus. As I was crossing the river, I thought that it was it. It was over. And now the Dilophosaurus has fully got the advantage on me, and I couldn't time my hits well. Having 300 ms ping, it doesn't even help either. As it was chasing me, I was drastically losing health, so I just decided to 1v1 and stand my ground. But then, a hero. This is my hero right here. Even being sub or teen Scelidosaurus, we managed to drive the Dilophosaurus away. Luckily. Thank you for my hero. So if you're watching this, Kukus, thank you. I was lagging pretty badly, so I just decided to put the event to an end where we would just take a stroll around our finished bunker and base of a trench all around Waterhole. I mean, just look at us running through the landscape with this many Scelidosaurus. I mean, technically this is how it should be in an ecosystem. More herbivores than carnivores, but sadly in the Jurassic, it's the other way around. But look how majestic we are. Majestic little nodosaurids. I mean, look at the progress and the trench that we made. It is so iconic. And it claimed a lot, and a lot of bodies. That includes that one Diplodocus corpse, a couple of Ceratos and Allos, even a few nor many of our Scelidosaurus members. While my bloodthirsty packmates decided to kill this one poor teen Diplodocus, I just stayed back and admired the trench. Luckily, this Saurophaganax is huge enough to see from afar, but it still got me, so I was bleeding very badly. But then I ordered my swarm of Scelidosaurus to attack it. I feel like Captain America when he rallied all the Avengers and those different armies back in Endgame. Spoiler for those who haven't seen that movie, but this was hilarious because we are just planning to target the baby Sauron, but instead we targeted the adult one. And believe it or not, but I was laughing my ass off as I was recording from the back. My army of Scelidosaurus just swarming the poor Sauron. And yes, we did lose a couple of Scelidos, but this was pretty funny. They swarmed him up until he was camping a rock and forced to cross the river. But that didn't stop my Scelido army to bring him down. Not gonna lie, that was pretty fun. And I'm kinda glad that I waited at the back so I could record the whole thing. But of course, we are not gonna forget the big boy, the big boss of the Jurassic, Brachiosaurus. Yeah, I know it's stupid that we're going after the big guy, but it is a great way to kind of end the event. I bet the Brachiosaurus player was quite confused why Dozens and dozens of Scelidosaurus decided to attack it, but I'm pretty sure we're doing very minimal damage. Maybe like 100 per tail attack or less, but I'm starting to see a lot of dead Scelidosaurus bodies in the distance. As I tried my luck and tried to hit it, I only gone and dealt like 28 or 50 damage at most. I am now seeing many bodies of dead Celido comrades who sacrificed their lives to attacking this Brachiosaurus. It was pretty much fun until I got almost one shot by just one tail whip, which was understandable, but I was surprised that I still survived. We roared in frustration and in anger as we couldn't take the big boss down. Obviously. The event wasn't entirely over until I died, so some of us just hung out, just trying to surround this Brachie and chill. But then, one of our packmates got attacked by a Torvosaurus, who easily died, so why not attack this sub-Torvo? I keep missing my shots and not even dealing much damage to this Torvo. I guess having nearly 400 MS really does mess up your gameplay. It wasn't long until it was my turn to fall. Honestly, one of the most entertaining and most fun events that I have hosted recently. Lots of action, lots of stuff to do as Scelidosaurus. It is just a very underrated dino. If you want to join more events like this in the future, you can always join my Discord or just follow my YouTube channel for more notifications. That's all for now. Until next time.